some extra help today. Alec, Noah, and Brennan are helping me. And my brother's going to run the Hagee. We're doing some fall apply. So we're getting a lot of work done today. So Alec's been here with us off and on for harvest for, I'm guessing, 10 to 12 years. I'd have to ask him. So he's going to fit right in helping today. It makes it easier, you know, kind of knows the day-to-day process. He told me not to back into the fuel trailer. He's definitely been here before. See our friendly hunter here. Says I have 28 acres left. And that clears off the back of our home place. Pattern tiled over here too, man, it makes a difference. So here the rows are shorter, they're not half-mile rows, so we can go down and back. And as you just heard, we're coming back now, we're full. With the hopper extension, I'll right at make it to the end. We'll dump on the way back, and then I'll have to leave a road in the middle for the grain cart to run. I'll show you in a few, like we did in a previous video. And then I dump on the run going either way. See the soil type change. Also, we're on a little hill. You can see our yields will be down in that area. And as we get to the area that's got tile, a little better soil, you can see the difference in the corn. It also shows up over on the yield monitor. Rain enough to keep the dryer going. The dryer caught us last night, which was a good thing. So we ran some, and then we're doing a pit stop for fuel. We did our big service yesterday, so we're going to get on the road. We're low on depth and fuel. Also, our grain cart will take some fuel. Sorry for the sun glare. It really is really hard to see in the mornings and evenings. These small rows, I can only go one pass and need to dump, so every other pass I make the road we were talking about. So I will skip the first 12 rows and I'm going to go for the second 12. Count those out for me. Just kidding, the GPS helps on that one. Final pass. Another one bites the dust. She gone. We're going to move in, pick another field that's kind of on the highway.
Yep, they're pulling up.
So, gonna make a little move.
All right, I'll get this whole thing restarted as she hooks up here.
Alec getting the grain cart in here. Moved into another field. We're close to our ethanol plant here. I see at the distance. Right on the highway. So while the ground's dry, we're gonna make it happen. So we make room for the trucks. so they can pull off, and that's what I'm doing right now, one-handed. So I'll clear out an area right there, and they can pull in, do a quick turn, and that's where we're going to stage trucks. Shows we've only got 30 acres left in here. It was 43 when we started. And then we'll be going on to an 80-acre field that's kind of off the road. It'd be cool to explore. Take you guys along for that as well. First load about to head out. It's a big 4-mile journey to the bin site to dump. And we'll have to dry this corn as well. It's running just right at 20%. Not sure what caused it, but there's a shaft that sticks up and these chains run on that. And that number 1 has twisted the shaft off. So the entire gearbox has to come out of this head. I'm gonna go back and get the loaner, I guess. So closer inspection, that just spins, and there's shafts that come up that have a sprocket that's right there that run these chains. This one's attached, that one is not. So you'll look under, and this gearbox drive line, actually the bolts are there. This entire setup, all of this comes off. I'll fix that. Maybe another day. We're having deja vu all over again. We're gonna set our head down on the ground, pick that one up again. Oh, as discouraging as it is to switch these heads again, it's awfully nice that we have a head sitting here that works. Our dealer took care of us, and we appreciate that. Glad I got extra help. There's Noah and Alec carrying blocks. Brenn's down here doing things too. I am working on swapping these heads. I gotta set this one down. There's just no easy way around it. We got to be able to haul it home, and the combine's the only thing that picks it up. Sorry, I was listening to what they said. Got the deer head off. Picking our injured head back up. We'll load it on the trailer. We'll work on taking it home. And probably during the rain event, we're taking a gearbox out. Nose adjusting our trailer. Remember, we need to slide that in, and our gearing off will go on. Kind of lucky there. That's the only change. Got our broken head loaded and ready to go home. We're going to pick up the deer head and hopefully go back to shelling. Shows we have 17 acres left in here, which wouldn't take long if we can just keep it running. We broke our gearing off head. I think it lost a gearbox. Just got done putting the Deere loaner head back on. Thanks to John Deere dealership over in Muncie for letting us use it again. So let's talk about the gearing off North Star Elite XL and the John Deere 612 FC corn heads. I feel like the gearing off's a little lighter, and it's built heavy enough that we don't have durability issues. This gearbox went, but we knew that might happen on it. It's got a lot of time on it. Although when we're in corn, it's a little shorter, drought stressed on the hill. Give the advantage to the Deere head just slightly. The snouts are narrower, so it feeds through. A lot of these ears are right on the ground. The gearing off was balling up. This doesn't. But when we get in really good crop, I feel like you get an advantage with the gearing off. It likes to run fast and it likes ground speed. So each one's nice. I would live with either one. This John Deere head's really nice, but gearing off makes a nice head too. The Deere head also seems to have a little different profile for this corn that's shorter. The angle of attack's maybe a little different. So this is 141 acres, and it's in 3 parts. We're in the bottom. There's a creek right over here. We get a lot of debris. Look what I'm already finding. Caught it just in time. Really good corn. Makes it fun to run. Hogging us down. Not too bad. So we get a little downtime in between. We're having to cart actually out onto the highway and up into a parking lot where the trucks are. So it takes a little time. There's a lot of volume down here. Running the Deere head tonight. We talked about it earlier. I believe Noah's at home seeing if we can do something with the gearbox. I know when you spin the chain, it spins like there's nothing there, and that should be connected to a shaft. I'm saying it's not good. Okay, so here's field view, and we're right there. I can zoom in on that a little bit. So that's the field we're in, or the blue is the rest of this field. When she leaves with the cart, she goes on the highway to this parking lot right there. That kind of gives you an idea of what we've got to do to get in here. A lot of times you drive by a field and think, how did they get in there? Well, we have to get pretty creative, and this is one of them that we kind of have a system for. So we had to stop for some def. I had some this morning, but not enough. My dummy light's going off, so she's actually bringing me a jug that we keep just for emergencies. Go get my emergency jug. Up on top of the combine, I'm gonna put our def in so we can go. So material's tough tonight, so I've dropped my ground speed. The yellow, when this bar graph goes up, the yellow right there, that's 100% engine load. So we back off, we keep it right at the top of the green, bottom of the yellow. If I see RPMs drop, like 2090 is fine. But if I see 2040 and below, I start slowing down. We need some more power. Just asks a lot to dump on the run and shell, process all this. It's amazing it can do that. But as the material gets tougher, it's testing it tonight. So you can see on there's the instant yield, the field yield. There's our moisture and our field average. That's how many wet bushels we've shelled. That's how many bushels are on this dump on the run. You can see how it's still climbing because we're shelling. That is field acres remaining. And that is, this hopper is averaging 253. Just so I explain some of that. A lot of little things going on there. We also have the yield legend. As you zoom in, I don't really have it set. It needs to be higher, but you get the drift.